This exercise is wonderful to strengthen our deep core muscles as well as conditioning our shoulder stability. Position the foam roller just beneath your hips. Lift your arms upward so your wrists align across from the shoulders. Begin to push your rib cage down into the ground and allow the shoulders to protract. Align your knees above your hips and take a big exhale, navel to spine. We want to maintain this alignment through the trunk of our body as we execute this sequence. Keeping the core compressed, we're going to begin to extend one arm overhead and the opposite leg towards the ground. Adding a foam roller to this exercise gives you instant feedback. If you lose control, you'll wobble. If you rush, you'll fall out of position. We want to make sure that we are moving slowly and intentionally. This exercise is teaching us how to coordinate the stabilization of our arms while our legs are moving and our core controlling everything in between. Adding this exercise into your training will be so beneficial for any dancer, especially pole dancer. Make sure that we don't become consumed with how we look. Focus on how you are feeling. Make sure you are feeling the stability in your shoulders and core. Don't worry about straightening your leg or even pointing your toes. Once you are feeling secure in your shoulder and core stability, you can begin to place a little bit more intention in the hip. As the leg extends back, focus on engaging that glute and exploring a tiny bit more extension through the front of the hip. When using weights for this exercise, be sure that you are keeping the weight light. If this is your first time doing anything like this, try not using any weights at all. Once that becomes comfortable, then you can apply maybe 1 pound, 2 pound, 5 pound, but take it easy. We want to challenge ourselves, but also remain safe from injury. For this next exercise, we do just want to take a moment to circle our wrists out and give our wrists a nice little warm up. I like to call this the happy, sad warm up, passing through active extension and flexion through the wrist and then incorporating some slow circular rotations. Take the foam roller and position it to around the middle of your shin. Coming into a plank-like position, we are going to begin pushing into our mats and creating flexion through the trunk of our body, including our hips, trying to position our knees closer and closer towards our triceps. Keeping the core braced, we are going to extend our legs back to the position that we started in. Watch out for any extension through the spine. We want to maintain a nice, strong, and secure core. The placement of our hands should be about shoulder width apart and no wider. I like to apply a comfortable and just a tiny little bit of external rotation through the shoulders so that the eyes of my elbows or the pits of the elbows are facing forward. This exercise is so great for strengthening core and hip flexors as well as shoulder stability. But if you are working towards any sort of balance or handstand, this exercise will be very complementary to that. You can also try a different variation of this exercise on your forearms. I like to grasp my hands, keeping my elbows around the same width of my shoulders. So I'm making a little triangle position, my hands being the top point of my triangle. Here's a little bonus exercise if you want to cue in those obliques and the QL. I feel like this is definitely a pole dancer's exercise. We probably all are familiar with this sort of movement. If you want me to break this down even further, let me know in the comments and I would be happy to do so. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy dancing and strengthening to all.